All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do a quick introduction. My name is Nicole Zauner, and I'm the coordinator of student programs and program impact within the Office of Student Engagement here in the College of Business Administration. I want to thank everyone for joining today's concentration networking mixer. This session will cover the international business, general management, and entrepreneurship concentrations. Today you will hear from Dr. Jay Lee, who is the department chair for the strategy and entrepreneurship department, along with some of the wonderful faculty from those concentrations. Before we get started, I wanted to go over some housekeeping items. Please be aware that we are recording today's event. We may share the recording and presentation via email or website in the future. Your participation in this event acts as your consent to being recorded during this presentation. In addition, I'm sure it goes without being said, but please keep comments appropriate or we may find the need to remove you from today's event. Next, we ask that everyone drop your Sac State email in the general chat box or PM it to me now to act as your sign-in for today's event. I will also remind any additions to do that later on. Throughout the event, you can utilize the chat box below to ask any questions, and we will try to address them all by the end of the presentation. The session is limited to 45 minutes. If there are questions at the end that were not answered, I will be downloading the chat and we'll make sure to follow up with the emails that you provided. I think that's all we need to know, so let's go ahead and get started. Dr. Lee, please take it away.
Thank you very much, Nicole. Would you be able to allow us to share screens, if you may? I think you're muted.
You have been made co-host, so you should be able to share your screen.
Okay. All right. So thank you very much once again, Nicole, and welcome to three concentrations, concentrations mixer. We are Department of Strategy and Entrepreneurship, and our department has three concentrations: general management, entrepreneurship, as well as international business. We are one of the largest, actually second to accounting, I believe, in terms of number of concentrations you guys are concentrating on. I think general management is about 300 every year, concentrating on general management, and another 100 in entrepreneurship, and then another 100 in international business. These three concentrations are very much interconnected. That's the reason we have this combined session to give you distinctions from each concentration, but at the same time, there are a lot of connectedness, interdisciplinary. I think we can be connected with amongst these three concentrations. So today's, I think, order of the kind of a brief descriptions from each concentration. We can start with Dr. Jeff New, who will be briefly talk about general management concentrations, and Dr. Ken Chinen, he will be, if he joins later on, he will be talking about international business concentration. If not, I'll do the international business concentrations, and then I'll just talk about entrepreneurship concentration as well. And if you have any questions, feel free to send your inquiries to Nicole or to me or to any faculty members within our departments. We'll be happy to address your concerns, your questions, inquiries, later on. Thank you very much. Jeff, if you can, you can just, have about, 5 to 10 minutes, very brief, descriptions about your concentrations and your thoughts on, concentrations, any career, outlook, just in general. You can just, discuss anywhere, any way, any direction, you prefer to. Go ahead, please, Jeff.
Good morning. My name is Jeff New, and I'm a professor from Strategy and Entrepreneurship Department. So I'm the faculty advisor for the general management, and to me, I believe general management is a much more a holistic concentration or program, because every student before taking this, enrolling in our capstone course, especially the GM 105, they have to finish all the prerequisites. And those prerequisites ranging from accounting, finance, to supply chain and marketing, operations management, etc. And in the general management concentration, the faculty members, our primary job is to help the students to connect those bits and pieces that they learn from all the other subjects, because like I said, it's a holistic course, and also we want to better prepare the students for the upcoming job market. So in general management, we want them to know more about how to apply what they have learned from the classroom settings in the real world environment. So so they can get the hands-on experiences, and they won't be caught on guard when they are facing all those uncertain problems that they might face in their future career. Okay, so what else do you want to know?
Well, I think that's good enough. I mean, if you have any other things to add on, obviously, we can talk about. Let me just share this screen here. I think. Hold on for a second. I think what Dr. New talked about was this, business core, 8 courses, 24 units. These are, can you guys see this in the screen, share screen? Okay. These are the, 8 courses, as a matter of fact, all upper division, business majors. Okay. No matter what concentrations you're selecting, you need to take this, 8 business core courses. And what he, Dr. New talked about was, GM 105, strategic management. That is our, course, our department's course. Kind of we call it, capstone class, where every graduating senior must to take before they graduate. And one of the prerequisites, I guess, the major, prerequisite for this, GM 105 is to complete, all the remaining, business courses, except for MIS 101. That's the course you can take it, concurrently. So that's the kind of, what he meant by holistic approach, holistic, kind of a focus from this general management concentrations. So you can kind of, I think define general management concentrations as something more like a generalist approach in comparison to specialist approach, where you are concentrating on some special expertise, say in accounting, finance, marketing, and production management, and so on. General management is more like generalist kind of focused, where you are covering kind of a broader spectrums of business issues and questions that you may be facing when you are in the job market, when you are in professional career. So thank you very much, Jeff. I think we do have a couple of participants from, I think we do have some, thank you. I think welcome Sarah Hai, and then welcome Paula Lozano. Okay, thank you very much, guys. So if you do have any questions, okay, feel free to, use the raise hand function, okay, or leave your questions in the chat box. We'll try to address your questions, on a real-time basis. All right. Do you guys have any questions, Sarah Hai and Paula Lozano? Do you guys have any questions? All right. Well, then we can go ahead, move to next concentrations here. Just in case, okay, I'll just, kind of wait for Dr. Ken Chinens to join. So let me kind of start with entrepreneurship. Okay, I think I do have a chat. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, you don't have any questions at this moment. Okay, that's good. So let me kind of talk about, entrepreneurship concentration. This is kind of a fairly new discipline. I think it's been only a couple of decades being recognized as a standalone discipline. I think because of such, it is very promising concentrations. I think you have seen at the university level, we have a very strong initiatives on entrepreneurship and innovation. We have a member from Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, Carson Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, Arlene. Okay, so we do have a university level center promoting, fostering entrepreneurial spirits on campus. So you're welcome to, as a matter of fact, check out with the center's website and see what they're offering. There have been a number of short workshops, a series of sessions to help out to build your entrepreneurial mindsets on campus. This is not only for entrepreneurship majors. This applies for all different types of concentrations within the college, as well as from other other colleges, from liberal arts, engineering, even music departments. As a matter of fact, I'm just picking up. They can actually look for some entrepreneurial mindsets, from the center, and our department is supporting the Carson Center's initiatives, and we try to collaborate on developing and fostering, once again, entrepreneurial mindset on campus. So as you can tell from this program descriptions, this concentration is to once again to meet our colleges in a mission, offering a quality business education that is responsive to the changing regional, global, technology-driven environment of the Sacramento region. I think it's quite important that we are trying to be engaged in local, regional economies, and we try to be the, as you may have heard, we try to be the anchor campus. That's one of the strong initiatives our university is promoting at this moment, and we try to be this concentration. Okay, is going to be the focal point to achieve this anchor campus initiatives. It is to provide a solid understanding of entrepreneurial skills, principles, and strategies to build and maintain an effective organization. Curriculum, okay, I'll describe a little bit more detail later on, is to design for students to develop entrepreneurial skills that will enable them to be effective in organizations that create new ventures, spin-offs, mergers, and other entrepreneurial activities. The courses of area emphasis are provided to develop the students' breadth and the functional orientations to focus their entrepreneurial skills. So let me just thank you very much. I think we have a quite good number of, as a matter of fact, late comers. Okay, so thank you very much, Savannah, Gary, and many others. Okay, I have a very small screen, so I cannot really announce everybody's name, but thank you very much, everybody, to join. So let me kind of talk about some courses. I think as we just talked about from general management concentrations, entrepreneurship majors, okay, concentrations, they also have 8 courses, business core requirements. This, once again, applies to all concentrations: DS 101, Finance 101, GM 105, HROB 101, and Management 102, MIS 101. So these are the 101, we call it 101 courses, all upper division, okay, business concentration majors. They need to must take There's major core business core courses. So there's no actually room for exceptions. You must take this 8 courses as a requirement to complete your degree program. And furthermore, you have entrepreneurship concentration courses. First of all, we have 3 required courses: Entrepreneurship 185, Venture Growth Strategies 187, Entrepreneurship 189, Corporate Entrepreneurship. I believe 187 Entrepreneurship is the kind of a gateway course for you to take. If you're selecting entrepreneurship as your concentration, you can take 187 or 189. As a matter of fact, corporate entrepreneurship. There's no prerequisite requirements. I think as long as you have an upper division in the standing, you may take either 187, 189, and then afterward, okay, you're required to take 185 venture growth strategies. So these are the 3 9 units, 3 courses, 9 unit altogether required courses for entrepreneurship concentration. And then you may have quite a flexibility. You can actually choose large spectrum of elective courses from other business concentrations, from accounting, finance, human resources, marketing, supply chains, and so on. All this list of electives. You're going to be selecting 3 electives, 9 unit, 3 courses to complete your concentration requirement. I didn't really talk about lower division courses. Those are all taken care of before you come to the college, business college. So I'm not going to talk about detail. Upon your graduation, there are many different directions you can actually choose for your career developments. There are a lot of corporate venturing initiatives where even establishments like Facebook, Google, or even actually nonprofit governmental agencies, they do have some a body of promoting entrepreneurial mindsets. So you may actually pursue a very typical corporate, nonprofit, for-profits, or governmental agency career tracks. Furthermore, with your entrepreneurship concentration on your belt, you may start your dream venture, okay, that you have dreamed of from the early childhood. You can start your own businesses. You can help out your family businesses. So I think my kind of take on entrepreneurship concentration is job prospects, okay, or outlooks are unlimited, so to speak, okay. There are so many different directions you can choose from. I think the state of California, you are in the kind of main mecca for entrepreneurial mindset. Silicon Valley is one good example. Dreams are coming true, okay. So we're here to help out, okay, and we hope to see, as a matter of fact, you build your own ventures, your entrepreneurial ventures, upon your completion of this concentration in entrepreneurship. I believe we have Dr. Ken Chinen joined, so he can actually talk about international business concentrations in a minute. But in the meantime, if you have any questions, okay, feel free to ask questions after Dr. Chinen's introduction on IBUS concentrations. We may just have general Q&As afterward. All right, thank you very much. Turn to Dr. Chinen.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Lee. And let me talk just briefly about international business in just a little bit different format. But I want to ask all the students who are here as audience that this question: what really image comes to your mind if I said international business? Perhaps you might say, hey, culture comes to my mind, or maybe foreign language, or trade, export, import specifically, or even foreign currency. But roughly though, international business is a study of a business that really takes place across national borders. Let me give you a specific example. In 2018, you might remember this, but your president, Trump, decided to apply 25% tax or tariff on steel coming from foreign countries. But to retaliate against this US action, the EU raised the tariff against the motorcycle from US from 6% to 31%, exactly 25% raised to retaliate against the US action. So how did this US trade policy and the retaliation action by the EU affect the company like Harley Davidson? But that's just one example. What about the how does or how will the Make America Great Again policy affect company like Toyota's and its global strategy? And why did Tesla open a mega factory in China? In international business, we talk about the factors or events that influence global business operation and strategies. I briefly want to mention about the new course in international business family called the Sustainability Business in a Global Economy. In that class, though, we talk about how we can use innovation and technology to respond to overshooting consumption, overshooting production, and overshooting a population, when in fact the water, foods, materials, lands, and natural resources are limited, as we know. Just briefly though, just to summarize, international business program has just two components. Just like Dr. Lee's explanation about entrepreneurship, we have two components. One of them is required courses that would include International Business 1 Finance and also International Marketing, which is Marketing 190, plus emphasis within IBUS program. Well, that might be a marketing emphasis or finance focus or foreign language focus if you are comfortable with the foreign languages. Or I think a popular one might be the Spanish, maybe, Chinese, that could be your choice. Or Korean, if you can have a command in a Korean language, or Japanese and so forth. And maybe your emphasis may be a sustainability business or even a study abroad. I think some of those students who choose to study abroad as an emphasis in international business might go to UK or Australia, Japan, and South Korea, France. Those are the kind of popular countries that they choose to study abroad. Or even customized geographic focus. Maybe some of you want to focus on the EU. Maybe some of them you may focus on Asia or South America. That might be your choice. And as a career choice, and you may choose a logistic manager. I had a student in the past that took my class and actually took a job in Singapore and worked for the global company called Canon. And in the sector, I think she worked for the worked as a supply chain managers there. Or management analyst. Well, to be honest, I think you may major international business, but you probably need a higher degree like MBA, maybe from Sac State or somewhere else, and to become a management analyst. But that might be your choice. And also maybe marketing manager. And I think nowadays you have to be kind of sensitive about cultural differences. And if you don't kind of, if companies make a bad decision, they may not be able to sell their products. And or perhaps a typical one might be a finance, international finance, and they have a responsibility to make sure that the fluctuation of the exchange rate will not hurt their companies. And what about the human resource managers in the global companies or even information systems? That's where I'm coming from as a background. And so that's just my brief explanation about the international business. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Jeff New, Dr. Ken Chinen, and Dr. Darcy Kamal. She's our newly hired, appointed faculty member. I think I see 4 students, Savannah Sarahio, Hi, and Paolano Zeno, and Gary. If you have any questions, okay, feel free to ask any questions from your, or you can actually introduce yourself, I guess. I mean, just to be fair with. I'm looking at my screen here, Savannah, if you don't mind, okay? You don't have to turn on your video, if you don't like. But you can just, introduce yourself, your concentrations, where you are in terms of, your academic standing, any questions. If you have any, you're welcome to start with, Savannah, Sarahai, and Paolano Zeno, and Gary. Go ahead, Savannah.
Hi, guys. Good, and yourself?
Thank you.
Hi, guys. My name's Savannah. I'm a senior this year. I study international business, and I have a Spanish minor, and I'm also studying French right now at the community colleges as well. And I'm in the Sacramento area, but I'm from the Napa Valley.
Okay, thank you. Any questions, Savannah?
No, I'm just here to network and get to know my peers since I'm not in the classroom.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Sarah, hi.
Hi everyone, my name is Sarai. I'm a junior at Sac State. I'm a Sacramento local. I just applied to the business program this semester. I applied with a concentration in marketing, and I'm just here to learn more about what each concentration is about.
Okay, thank you very much. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any questions you may have, because we need to track you, I guess, to join us from marketing, concentrations. Even though marketing is great, concentration, obviously. All right, thank you very much. Just forgive me, okay, if I pronounce your first name, incorrectly, okay. Paolano Zeno.
Hello, my name is Paula.
Okay, thank you.
Freshman, and I just wanted to learn more about different concentrations in business. That's
Okay,
it.
thank you, Paula. If you have any questions, okay, once again, okay, feel free to ask any questions, okay. I think you're, studying, from the beginning, so to speak. So I think you may have a lot of, questions to explore different, concentrations, we may offer. So feel free to ask any questions, okay. Thank you very much, Paula. Gary?
Hello, my name is Gurneet Singh, but my nickname is Gary. My concentration is general management as well as entrepreneurship, and I also have a minor in journalism. I'm going into my last year in college, and yeah, I just came here just to come talk to my peers, just really hear the Zoom meeting in general.
All right. Well,
No
we can
questions.
talk to talk to each other, I guess. Okay, amongst your peers, okay, if you like. All right. Do you guys have any general questions or any questions regarding our concentrations we're offering from Strategy and Entrepreneurship Department? We have 4 very well trained, very experienced faculty members actually to answer any questions you may have. Questions can be all over places actually, regarding specifics in your particular concentrations, your career. Okay, I think we do have questions. Okay, thank you, Savannah. Okay, if you have any, all right, I think we have a chat box. Okay, if you need to be connected with, your particular, concentrations, you can feel free to reconnect. Online as well as, well, not offline, I guess. Okay, online, okay, through Zoom. All right. Anybody else? Do you guys have any? We have about, about 10 minutes, I guess, right, Nicole? All right. We'll because we have another, mixer, okay, right after, okay, our time is until, 9:45. So if you do have any questions, I think, like I said at the beginning, the three concentrations are very promising. I think very much, interconnected. We have, tried to make sure that your graduation initiatives are not tarnished because of taking this amongst this three concentrations. You're welcome to consider combining any one of those concentrations, okay, on top of your existing concentrations, if you may. I think our department is here to help out, to find right academic directions for. Yes, please, Gary. Thank you very much. Okay, you're saving my time here. Okay, Gary, do you have any questions or any comments?
Yeah, I just had like a general quick question, just like maybe a couple of the faculty can talk about. When students usually come out after graduation through this program, general management, entrepreneurship, this specific fields, what are like general jobs do they tend to, you see them latch up to or have the opportunity to get in general?
Okay. Jeff, would you be able to address his question first?
As far as I know, the general management, just like Dr. Lee said, we're trying to train the students to better prepare for the job market. And one of the quality that we want our students to have in the end is that they have the stronger critical thinking ability and very quick, problem solving capability. So in this regard, I believe if you are from our general management concentration, you will be able to find the job in wide variety, of different industries, because after all, every industry needs a manager. And we are not trying to train you to become a specialist. We are trying to, like Dr. Lee said, we're trying to train you to have the mindset, the holistic view as a generalist. Okay, and once you have the ability to know a little bit about everything, then you can have a better vision about how your company is running and how to do your job better, so that you can better improve the overall performance of the organization. Now, if you keep that, in mind, I believe you can find any job in any industry.
Okay, thank you very much, Jeff. Darcy, do you have any comments? I mean,
I can jump in and just say that some typical, career paths that come out directly out of general management major would be like to join more of like a consulting type organization or program. So in your in your first couple of years, you might rotate through different departments of an organization, and that's an excellent launching pad into being more in a management role in a company, straight from when you graduate. Like for me, I was in a group that did business intelligence, so we were as an entry level employee straight out of graduation, I was involved in strategic planning in the company because we were gathering all this information about our competitors, and that fits really nicely into those general management skills that you would get, and sometimes also can spill over into consulting type roles. So yeah, so that's just to give you an example of some of the kind of pathways that might come out of general management major.
Okay. Well, I do also teach, as a matter of fact, GM 105 strategic management, so I can kind of not as in the department chair, I guess I can talk about your question directly, Gary. I guess from last 14 years of teaching here at Sac States, I've noticed it's as Dr. New and Dr. Darcy Fergie Kamal mentioned. I think there are a wide spectrum industries you can actually explore. First of all, I've seen many of our graduates helping out their family businesses, because we have such a strong a small medium-sized family business family enterprise, very strong in our local economy. So I've seen many of them, as a matter of fact, returning back to their family businesses, assuming more leadership positions, okay, for their family businesses. We all know Sacramento is government town, so even though you as a business major, I've seen many folks graduates working for different agencies who who are in high demand to, as a matter of fact, to recruit business majors, especially from general management. So you can actually talk about all different types of agencies, auxiliary state agencies, as well as federal and many other types of nonprofits, government, different levels, okay, state, municipality, or even federal level government agencies, okay, you may be working for. Obviously, like I said, Sacramento and the Bay Area is known for IT, high tech, biotech, all those high growth, fourth generation or 5G or AI or business analytics, or all those buzzwords, so to speak. Okay, you guys hear about these days. So there's tons of, as a matter of fact, opportunities obviously out there. And I think a general management, okay, concentration is preparing you actually for to explore many different directions of businesses. As Dr. Darcy Kamal mentioned, you're trying to be a kind of a as also Jeff, Dr. Jeff, you mentioned, okay, it's very, thank you very much, Nicole. I very much train you to be a a broad-minded, generalist, managerial kind of perspectives, so that actually you can be equipped to work for any types, okay, small, medium, large size, for-profit, non-profit, and I've seen, as a matter of fact, some folks relocated to East Coast, very well-known top IT companies like Microsoft, or any other Google or any others, okay, they're working for. So it's very much wide spectrum, I have to say. Would that be answering your question, Gary?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Well, we have a few more minutes, okay. So for those who are still out there, okay, if you do have any questions, okay, feel free to ask questions. If not, you're welcome to send your inquiries, your questions to Nicole, or any faculty members, okay, who are joined today. I will be glad to answer or address any questions, inquiries, okay, concerns you may have with regards to this three concentrations. Sarahi and Paula, do you have any other questions?
All right, I think we are pretty good for the remainder of this session. So really quick, I just want to thank all the students that decided to join us today for joining our first concentration networking mixer series. And thank you, Dr. Lee, Dr. Chinen, Dr. Jeff New, and Dr. Fudge Kamal for also joining and giving your perspective on the different concentrations. So
before we leave, I just want to, I forgot actually, Eileen, do you have any other questions actually from, Eileen, your perspectives?
Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that.
Sorry about that. I forgot about that.
Yes, I welcome any questions. Just want to let you know we're here to support and dovetail on the studies that you all have as business students. You could consider us a lab because we have lots of different workshops. We have a student entrepreneurship panel scheduled for Friday. So visit our website. I put it at the top of the chat. And we really just want to make entrepreneurship simple, pervasive, and accessible to all. So we have various experiential workshops, and whether you become a founder or, as Dr. Lee was saying, a valuable employee for a corporation or government work, that entrepreneurial mindset is of value to you. You become an agent of change, you're resilient, you think outside the box, you offer solutions to problems, so you are solution oriented, and all of that adds the value to the education you're getting with your business classes. So please consider visiting our website and taking a look at what we have to offer.
I think Nicole just shared your link. By the way, one of the student panel, Garrett was, as a matter of fact, one of my entrepreneurship course students. So he will be, as a matter of fact, talking about his experiences and his endeavors actually becoming an entrepreneur with the help of Center. Thank you very much, Alan.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right.
I appreciate it, Nicole. Everybody. Okay. Thank you for joining. All the best. Okay, with your success. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye bye.